He has done that now against 9 different teams, including Charlotte. The Sixers meeting the Hornets this afternoon right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Simmons now has the 6'8" Batum on him. Been all the way to the cup for a tough 2. Comes in third on the team in scoring behind Joel Embiid and J.J. Redick, averaging just under 16. Simmons picking up some loose change. Nice converging defense that time on Monk. Simmons, beautifully done for Bellinelli, who finished the job. That's basketball. An 8-0 run by the Sixers. Their lead expands to 7, their largest. And a timeout, Steve Clifford and the Hornets. Simmons goes gliding past everybody for the bucket. Kid Gilchrist has been hitting that outside shot in this game. In fact, he's their leading scorer. In fact, he's high man of the game with 10, averaging just over 9.
It's the third jumper he's made. You can critique the view of it if you want. Ben knocks down another one. But it's effective today for Kid Gilchrist. It's not a great form, though.
J.J. Redick stepping onto the floor for T.J. McConnell and promptly dropping his third 3 of the game in as many tries. Give him 11. Simmons, a nice job to stop Kid Gilchrist in his tracks. Simmons got a piece of the rock out of bounds. Well done by Ben Simmons, forcing the turnover. I think the fact that he's only taken 3 shots at this point, the Sixers deserve a lot of credit just for denying him the opportunity, as Redick, never to be denied, drills it. He's got 13 points, making him high man in the game. Bellinelli again got it, and he got it off a taller Batum, who was missed in this game. 5 of 5 from the floor, and the Sixers a tick above 51% as we approach halftime. Sixers trying to squeeze off Walker. They do. Simmons is going to solo, and he throws it in reverse. Boy, they trap Walker, and Ben Simmons is unleashed. Happy you could join us on this Easter Sunday from Charlotte. The Sixers are looking for their 10th straight win. Robert Covington compliments of Ben Simmons. Let me repeat, Ben Simmons was personally responsible, either scoring or assisting on 21 straight points for the Sixers to end that first half. Anyway, here's Simmons, who continues to just do his thing. It's a beautiful thing to watch. He's got a dozen, 6 boards, 7 assists. Sixers their largest lead of 10.
That fadeaway, we've seen him attempted a number of different times with really poor results, but it seems like he's working on it as the season goes on. That time able to knock down.
J.J. Redick knocking down the 3, his 4th.
Funny you mentioned that he can dance, because he's performed at the Apollo a number of times. Dancing has been with that sweeping running hook.
Batum for a rolling Williams. Good defense by Ilyasova, swept aside by Amir Johnson. Simmons blocked goaltending. Score 2 for Ben, the goaltending on Dwight Howard. Williams another miss. Batum launching a 3. Finally Holmes for the Sixers past the halfway point. Simmons beautifully done to Covington, lays it home. A gorgeous laser pass from Ben Simmons to Robert Covington. Turns out to be a good foul committed by Holmes. Covington got it done. Trying to take a charge was Walker. The whistle silent. Covington now with 10, and they give an assist to Simmons, his 10th, and he comes up with a steal as well. Bellinelli for Simmons. But the Sixers suddenly holding 9.
Marco doing such a smart thing, passes it up to Ben and keeps running. TJ, nice.
TJ McConnell compliments to Simmons, and a timeout. Charlotte. Sixers out of the timeout. Ben Simmons throwing it up, and Robert Covington throwing it down. And again, Simmons tracking a triple-double. Boy, the Sixers really engaged defensively that time. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was enveloped. There's Simmons throwing it in reverse. Compliments of T.J. McConnell. Ben Simmons, give him 18.
Well, he returned the favor. Ben is distributing to so many others. TJ has benefited this afternoon, that time finding Ben streaking.
Bellinelli drops another one. Marco Bellinelli hits the triple. Bellinelli nicely done by Simmons, his 14th assist. That's one away from tying his rookie high. Covington for a three. Got it. Robert Covington and the Sixers needed that one. Heading it 0 for 8 from beyond. And the Sixer lead balloons to 17. Simmons will solo. Command. And all that thanks to Robert Covington, a season-high 7th assist.
You lied to me.
I lied.
You were referring to Motley on the Maverick.
I never promised the real Motley, that Motley crew. Finally, the Sixers secured after all that. They do have a fresh 24. Simmons, nice look for Amir Johnson.
Struggled in his first year at Virginia Tech as well under Brad Greenberg. Then he transferred to Florida. Found some sunnier times there for him in his game. Steadily improved in Gainesville.
Seth Greenberg?
Yes. Did I say Brad Greenberg?
You did. The former Sixer GM for one season.
And the guy who drafted me in Portland.
Against Simmons, terrific defense. He came up with a swipe as well. Redick unable to convert, however. Sixers 3 for their first 11. And Covington has the miss by Harrison Barnes. Dario Saric drilling the three, and for Dario, his second bucket in the game. Simmons working over Finney Smith and having his way, Ben his second bucket. Cleva, who is eye-to-eye with Simmons, both at 6'10". Amir Johnson, nice spot by Simmons. As clearly, Amir had a mismatch with a 6'6" Kyle Collinsworth. Nerlens Noel, the former Sixer, currently serving a suspension.
Matthews usually plays well against the 76ers, too. Provides energy, perimeter play.
Rocco, Robert Covington. First three-pointer he has taken in this game. Covington, another three. Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't say he was in rhythm with that, would you? You might thank Nowitzki and his presence for changing the NBA game. How did he do that?
Well, a lot of it had to do with being the best 7-foot shooter the league has ever seen. And what he does as far as stretching the floor and his ability to stretch defenses, that was groundbreaking. Now it seems like it's the norm. Guys and teams are trying to imitate.
Try imitating him at 6'10".
I wish you luck.
Not the usual rim protection in there for the Sixers. Sonny Ilyasova and Dario Saric in charge of that, but with Rashawn Holmes and Amir Johnson both on the bench. Now Simmons matching up with Barnes. That's terrific defense. Ben Simmons, oh, by the way, if you're considering your Rookie of the Year ballot, the guy's been averaging a triple-double over the last 14 games. Simmons, what a look. Oh, and Ilyasova, unfinished business for him. Dermott from Creighton, like another guy who shoots the ball pretty well. Kyle Korver. Fultz in a crowd had it blocked. Redick wanted a rolling Simmons, didn't get it. Ben, however, will roll with the ball himself. Simmons got all the way to the cup and slammed for 2. He's got 10, 3 boards, 7 assists.
That's ridiculous.
Best three-point shooter in the NBA since March 1st as Simmons goes marching down the floor. Lays it in. He's got a dozen. A forgettable afternoon for Harrison Barnes. He is 6 of 22.
And he's not going to not get the ball anymore. He's going to continue to get looks.
Marco Bellinelli. Simmons, oh yes, among the NBA leaders in steals as well. In fact, he is 8th coming in. And Ben promptly finishes what he started. Sixers running out of time. Covington with a prayer, nearly found a home. And Ben Simmons ensuring. 2 more for the Sixers for Ben. 16, 7 boards, 9 assists.
Johnny on the spot, first to get to it, first to be rewarded.
Covington for 3, putting this one in the win column for the Sixers. Ben, by the way, his 4th steal. Ben Simmons a few moments ago.
Out and win this game would be big.
A turnover will give Ben Simmons a very easy dunk.
And I think the second part of that key, Bob, is just some grit. The Hawks have to show some grit against a very hot Philadelphia team.
Sixers give it back in transition. Amir Johnson laying in the leads. Wow. That was quite a catch and dunk with one hand by John Collins. Compliments a Taurean Prince, and that's Ben Simmons getting those two back at the other end. Atlanta now serving notice. The Sixers going to have their hands full.
Well, this is a young team. Listen, they may want to lose some games like the Sixers a couple years back. But, Mark, try telling that to the guys out on the floor as J.J. knocks down another jumper. These guys are playing for their futures.
Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks, is one of them. They like big guys who can shoot. That compliments of Ben Simmons. Rashawn Holmes finishing the job. He'll actually look to complete his business now at the line.
I asked Mark before the game, I said, when you got nights off, man, are you watching the Sixers? He goes, of course I am.
We are the thing.
Yeah, can't get Philly out of his system. Not even trying to.
Simmons off the wrong foot. His fourth bucket in 5 tries. He is in double figures now with 10. Redick. JJ his fourth bucket in 8 tries. And again, no Dario Saric for the rest of the game. Played only 13 seconds. Lacerated lip and a chipped tooth. Redick. How dare you give him a technical. Now he's going to be on fire. Hits the 3. Suddenly with 15. He's got 9 of his 15 here in the quarter. And the Sixers go up 4. They're sitting on 50 victories right now. So the 40-win improvement, the largest improvement over 2 seasons in the history of the NBA. And the Sixers still with 2 games to play tonight and tomorrow at home against Milwaukee. Congratulations to everyone in the front office, the coaches and the players for accomplishing that.
Take a look at Ben using his head there. Sees the back of Muscala and uses it as a passing machine. Gets it right back.
He's done that before.
Yeah, he has. Smart.
Prince meeting up with Simmons. Covington comes up with a turnover.
Ben kept his hand straight up. Tough to call a foul on that.
J.J. Redick rattles home a 3, his 6th of the game. He's got 26 points. Simmons, his own miss, and he hammered it back.
That's not even right.
The official score barely had time to record the offensive rebound, right?
Oh, my goodness. I would have been completely content with the tip back, but for him to catch it and flush it like that.
Lee has it swatted away by Simmons.